Hey folks, I'm a little perturbed here. Earlier today I spoke with Major General Retired Bantu Holomisa, the Deputy Minister for Defense and Veterans Affairs in South Africa. And we had a very fruitful conversation from my perspective about calming down the waters between the United States and South Africa. And we both kind of expressed our concerns that adults need to step into the room. He talked about South Africa's position, and I talked about unnecessary provocations against America, insulting America, and undermining the United States left and right by the African National Congress. Not by the Government of National Unity, but the African National Congress. And that this problem predates the Trump administration, and action was going to be taken last year, except Biden was asleep and didn't wake up to sign the memo. Anyway, so this happened in the council at Johannesburg today. For those who don't know about it, Sandton Drive, which is a major route in Johannesburg, is the location of the American consulate. The American consulate is located at number 1 Sandton Drive. The terrorist-loving council of Johannesburg decided to poke the Americans in the eye by passing a bill to change the name of Sandton Drive to Leila Khalil. She is a terrorist from the Palestinian Liberation Organization who is heralded as one of the first plane hijackers, skyjackers. Yes, responsible for horrific things. So their idea is to name this boulevard or road after a PLO terrorist, knowing that the Americans will be forced to change the letterhead on their embassy stationery to reflect a terrorist. This is unbelievable. The ANC just doesn't read the room. They're not capable of it. Let's listen in to see what they had to say at the Joburg Council today as one of the opposition parties put an amendment up which was booed down.
We recommend to Council to rescind the approval of the motion to rename Sandton Drive to Leila Khalil. Madam Speaker, I table the motion to Council for serious consideration.
Tepid applause for the motion to rescind the renaming from Leila Khalil to leave it at Sandton Drive. Tepid applause. But listen to this nonsense about naming it after a terrorist.
Councillor Shackelford, does the House agree to rescind the approval of the motion? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this relationship between the United States and South Africa is becoming increasingly unrepairable, courtesy of the arrogance of the African National Congress. Simple as that. This is an affront to the United States. That's the purpose of it. Naming the drive in which their consulate, which we spend tens of millions of dollars building, is located at after a terrorist who's responsible for the deaths of Americans. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is what Trump is dealing with. This is what America is dealing with. And we've been dealing with this for years. These insults, these attacks on America have been happening for a long time. A long time. It's just that Washington ignored it and looked the other way while we gave billions of dollars to save South Africans from dying from HIV, helping improve gender-based violence disaster in South Africa, working on trade with South Africa, giving them preferential trade status. And this is what we get in return? This insulting, moronic behavior? Well, I hope they enjoy cackling and laughing all the way down the road, because a disaster is awaiting South Africa. Keep pissing off the United States. You think you can go without the United States? You're going to find out. They want sanctions. They want to be called out so they can play the martyr. I told you this a month ago. It's become obvious to all but the most deaf observers and listeners. Stupid. Stupid people should wear signs. That way you wouldn't ask them questions. So I was going to ask you about this. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see your sign.